I always wonder this for anyone who gets to step into an environment that they haven't been into. If you walk into a room now, like you've walked into this podcast, right? How would you introduce yourself? How would you introduce yourself, and how do you think people perceive you when you walk in?
This is an interesting question. I don't think about it at all, but I would introduce myself as I'm Hasan Piker. That's it. If people ask me what I do for a living, I just say I'm a political commentator.
Okay, and then they would say like, "Oh, what politics do you commentate on?"
I just say, well, it depends. If I'm talking to a Border Patrol agent, this did happen. This happens a lot. I'm leaving Canada. I was on a day trip. I talked to Gabor Mate at the Web Summit in Vancouver, and I realized I have a jacket on. There's a hammer and sickle pin that a fan of mine gave me.
No.
It's on the jacket. I'm wearing a Democratic Socialist of America New York City hat. I immediately take it off. I rip the pin off, and I walk up to the counter. And the guy's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" It's a day trip. That's strange. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a speaker." And he's like, "Oh, what do you talk about? Like, what do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm an influencer." And he's like, "What do you influence on? What do you speak on?" And I was like, "Well, what's going on with young men." And I tried to keep it as like broad as possible.
Yeah.
And then he got excited. He's like, "So are you a political speaker or a religious speaker?"
He knew you.
And I was like, "No, I just talk about lifestyle."
He knew you.
No. If he knew me, he would have kept me.
He was in the world. He was in the world.
Really?
Wait, so were you going into Canada or
No,
leaving?
I was leaving Canada, but the American Border Patrol is inside of Canada. So there's a couple places in Ireland, America, and I think Mexico as well, where they have like stationed their own Border Patrol guys.
You can do the border process on that side.
Yeah.
So that on this side you can just land domestic and be on your merry way.
Yeah, and it's good though, because like usually those guys are more woke. Like those Border Patrol guys are more woke
On that side.
On the American than the American ones, I think. So they just kind of go, "All right, well, you're fine. Get in there."
But the reason I ask you is because you have, especially right now, you have such an insane reputation that precedes you, depending on where people get their news.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I find it so interesting. So if you read, let's say, what people would term mainstream or legacy media, like old newspapers and stuff like that, I would say that you're categorized as an extreme leftist who is like radical. That's what they say, right? And then if I go on like Twitch or any of like the younger, web places, wherever they are, people are like, "Yeah, this is Hasan's a political commentator who's actually speaking about what's happening and is not afraid to tell his truth." If I go to right-wing media, I mean, that one's obvious. You're a terrorist. I think you know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Sometimes they call you a radical terrorist, and I'm like, I don't understand the difference. Is there like a tame terrorist?
Yeah, there's a moderate terrorism.
Yeah, there's a moderate
there's a
terrorist.
radical one.
Yeah.
Moderate terrorism is Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
We're
okay.
both communists.
I see.
But she's a more moderate terrorist.
So you're a radical terrorist, and she's a moderate. Okay, I see. Okay, so there's that.
The
so
sickle
there's
and
that
hammer
version.
gave it away.
Yeah. But like, where do you situate yourself in it, or do you even think you sit in one place? Because I'll tell you why I asked this question. I've learned from myself personally in life, depending on who I meet, they have a very different starting point as to where to position me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I want to know if you position yourself in one place, or if you're just a human being navigating. Like, how do you position yourself?
I'm just a normal guy. So from my perspective, I just see myself as a regular dude who has a lot of strong opinions and isn't afraid to talk about those opinions. And I know that sounds almost like a political answer, but it's just true. I don't think of myself as like a famous person. I don't think of myself as like a dangerous radical, obviously. I just want what's best, what I think is best for a society.
Huh.
And that's it.
But you are famous now.
I guess.
No, not you guess. Come on, Hasan.
I mean,
Come on, Hasan. Don't be humble here with us.
Hasan is number 1 on the call sheet and fighting it. No, just serve the other people first. Oh, come
no,
last.
whether you like it or not, like, because you have been thrust into a spotlight where people listen to what you're saying. People look to you. I would even argue that you have the ability to shift and move people's votes and opinions in the country now.
Apparently, don't talk about that too much though, because everybody gets mad at me when people start addressing that.
Wait, really?
Liberals get mad at me about that exact influence that they think I wield. I don't think I'm like a kingmaker per se, the way that it's been presented.
Yeah.
I do have some influence, certainly. And I think it's mostly within the activist space of the party.
Yeah.
The door knockers, the community organizers, the labor union organizers, rank and filers, and whatnot.
Okay.
So we do have the capacity to offer a lot of help to candidates that align with us. And I think that's very frustrating for obviously the Republicans who think we're dangerous terrorists, but certainly even for some centrists in the Democratic Party as well, because I've been getting attacked obviously my entire life and my entire career by Republicans, neo-Nazis, the far right, and everything else.
Yeah.
But I would say that in these last couple of years, I've also started getting a lot of ire from Democrats, moderate Democrats, corporate-backed Democrats, neoliberals in general, like the Third Way, and all of these other institutions, like lobbyist groups that want the Democratic Party to maintain this moderate pivot permanently, constantly conciliatory to right-wing culture war framing. And I obviously oppose that. And I think that's precisely the reason why Kamala Harris lost. It's the reason why Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump now twice. And I want to change that. But these lobbyists don't want to change that because that's where their bread is buttered. And they get very pissed off.
You say your whole life and your whole career, but take us back. What brings you to this point? Like, we meet you at this moment in your life, but like, how does Hasan Piker come to be? Like, where were you born? How were you raised?
I was born in America.
No, I'm not saying it like a border agent. I'm saying like, to me, I'm saying like a life story. You're so defensive about it.
I got scared.
This man is like, I'm like, where were you born? I was born here. I'm born in America.
Canada Day trip still lingers.
I don't know if you heard, but the federal government's coming after me currently.
We actually need to talk about that. Yeah. But no.
So I need to say it. I was born here. I'm an American citizen. I could run for president. I would never do that though. So don't get scared.
Oh man. You know what's funny about this is I do find it hilarious that over the years, in a good way, I'm not saying this in a bad way at all, but over the years, the border agents at American airports and ports have become increasingly immigrants.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's interesting to be at the border, interviewed by an immigrant who's now, I'm assuming, an American citizen.
It's an amazing experience for an immigrant.
Yeah, but it's also interesting.
They get it.
Yeah, but it's also interesting when it feels like they're more likely to kick you out.
Yeah. No.
Never had that feeling.
You've never had that feeling?
Never.
That's crazy.
No.
In fact, I feel like it's a, give him hell. I have a 9-hour shift. But you, on the other hand, 30
that's beautiful.
days,
No, I like that.
Time.
I like that.
I've never felt that way.
You have an unbelievably positive outlook.
Yeah, but he's a positive guy.
That I think is borderline naivete and maybe even dangerous.
You know how many times I've gotten through with that attitude?
That's crazy.
My Spanish is great at the border. What are you talking about? I have the control.
I have the exact opposite experience. Really? That's crazy. Where I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Every time I have to deal with Customs and Border Patrol. I mean, I've been detained by Customs and Border Patrol.
Have you been flagged?
As well. Yes. Both when I'm flying in, because they do the triple S or whatever.
I got the triple S.
Yeah.
What's the triple S?
Yo!
So random...
fellow triple S.
Random security.
I think it's actually 4 S's. It might be 4.
Wait, they pull you to the side?
Yeah. And
but they don't tell
shit.
you.
So you get to the window?
Okay, so I'll explain.
Yeah.
You have your ticket for your flights, right?
Yes.
If you have it on your phone,
Yeah.
it just tells you, no, you can't check in. Doesn't tell you, it's just like you just need to speak to somebody when you get to the airport. Just speak to somebody. You're like, why? I want to check in. They're like, just relax. You checked in, but we won't give you your boarding pass.
Just talk to someone.
You get to the airport. When you get to the desk, they ask for your passport. They ask for everything. They then print your boarding pass. They say nothing to you. And then on your boarding pass, underneath like a bunch of random, right? You know all the stuff, ticket number, boarding time, all of that.
I think there's also some bullshit numbers there that don't mean
Yeah,
anything.
there's just 4 S's.
Yeah. Random security clearance.
Yeah, it just goes SSSS.
Super secret security search.
Is that what it is?
I don't think so.
Oh,
but
that would be good. That would be good.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you move through the airport.
Yeah.
You
So still nothing.
nothing happens generally.
Your bags are checked in.
But then when you get to the gate,
the boarding gate.
the boarding gate, everyone and then they pull you aside and they, excuse me, would you like to take off your underwears, please?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they do a special.
Cavity search.
They don't do cavity search, but
They go like...
Squat and cough.
No. No squatting. Just coughing.
well, maybe they do it. Maybe they do it to other people, but
Wait, so they pull you to the side.
Yeah.
Then you have
Yeah.
to go into a little secret room, which is not a secret.
Some airports they just create like a partition.
Yeah.
So you're outside but inside.
yeah,
And they empty everything.
yeah, and sometimes you're with a big group and they're all walking and you get pulled to the side and you're like
hate it when that
waving at
happens.
them like bye.
Yeah.
See you on the flight, hopefully. And that's usually when you're on foreign
No
soil
way.
coming back into the United States of America.
Uh-huh.
Because they have like double, triple TSA basically when you're an American citizen, I guess, coming back. But I got detained at O'Hare Airport by Customs and Border Patrol on my way back from France. I was about to speak at University of Chicago at the Politics Institute, and they pulled me aside, and they had revoked my global entry, which I never got to use, which is really
Wow.
annoying. I hate that. It took so long. I had to do all these interviews.
Yeah, and you have to give your life to
Yeah.
them.
And they gave it to me. I got the card and I never even got to use it. The first time I use it, I get detained. And they pulled me aside into a secondary detention area where there's like an interrogation room and you sit in
You
there.
lie.
Yeah. It was in the news. Yeah, it was they did this secondary detention and then interrogation where they asked me like, what are your thoughts on Israel? What are your thoughts on Donald Trump? Have you ever been in contact with like anyone from Hamas, Hezbollah, Ansar Allah movement, like the Houthis, all this stuff?
When you're sitting there in that moment, what was there a part of you that just goes like, just say nice things about Donald Trump?
No. I mean,
Not even a little bit?
Well, here's what I did. When they kept asking me about Hamas, what my thoughts are, I just kept repeating, Hamas is designated as a terrorist organization by the State Department. I just kept repeating that line over and over
Which is
again.
a fact.
It's just a fact.
Yeah.
It's not
It's not your opinion.
It's not
a
my
fact,
opinion.
yeah.
It's just a fact about Hamas. And then when they asked me about Trump, I was like, that's when I did pushback where I was like, yeah, I don't like him. Like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, yeah, I don't like him. What are you talking about? I'm an American citizen entering my country. Like, that's ridiculous. And they didn't give me too much stress about that. But they did ask a lot about like the people that I had interviewed. There was this Yemeni teenager who was 19 years old. And the media dubbed him Tim Houthi Chalamet. He was...
That was creative.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you would say.
It is, but I didn't.
No, you didn't say it.
Yeah,
But
he
it's-
never...
yeah.
Yeah.
But creative words. This one.
Kind of my vibe, but definitely not me.
Say that word.
Yeah, Tim Houthi Chalamet. So, I did get him. I did get that from Trevor, by the way.
No, whoa,
did?
whoa.
He texted it
Don't
to me.
involve me.
He texted it to me. He was like, "That's a good one. You should use this."
Don't involve me.
I know
Yeah.
my friend's words when I don't hear them.
Yeah. He's like, look. Obviously, he said, obviously, the Ansar Allah movement is doing the right thing.
Wow.
But
Edit, asterisk, delete, asterisk, delete, asterisk,
Oh,
edit.